What's going down, boys and girls? And if you're like me and you're here, you're looking for the news. And today, we're gonna go ahead and slam into it full throttle as we get into some M7 news. So as you can see, as I kind of gotten into like some pretty cool fun little intros and outros, we do have a nice little fun point of what we can get into, of like just going to the basic pages of what we can get into right over here. So you can see Ben Studio, which they've kind of just detailed some really cool art picks. I mean, there are some really cool ones, honestly. That's pretty BA, and the game looks amazing. And there are some very funny things that have actually happened to me, myself, as well as on top of other people that have like gotten into this like fun standpoint of like what is going down. Now, what I was able to dig up instantaneously was a nice little thread where they were fixing up the audio, which was kind of cool for most people that were kind of wondering like, hey, what's going on? Myself, I've experienced where you lost a shotgun completely, and this is another person that was just kind of breaking down the same thing as I was getting to the trail. This is where I kind of got the really fun patch notes. Let's see if I can zoom in real quick. Make this pretty simple. But it seems like for streaming issues at certain locations, fixed. For most people, I didn't have that, but it might have been for others. Fixed the bugs where experiences crashing with the booting up of the game. Audio dropped out and muting experiences. So like stuff like that, mainly, I guess, and that's surplus of what's going down. So let's go ahead and install it. Yay! I am playing it right now, so we're gonna go ahead and update it. It's gonna do its refresh really fast. HDR punch us back in, and now we've conveniently got 1.05. But what does that mean? Now, personally, myself, I like doing this just because it's really smart to see what the company is doing. Update history. So, location updates was the last one. Seems like they kind of did the same thing, which poured over from 17 over from Ben Studio from that thread between another person on the Days Gone thread in the Reddit. So like it's kind of interesting that we're coming down to these like I guess understandable points of what we are going to find. And you can kind of see that they've had like a lot of few bugs patches. Like Sony did a really great job of taking a great game and making it better, giving a game developer a chance to really flourish and not have to worry about it too much. Like that's one of the better points that I kind of like, when you have like an actual physical person that can really like this. Okay, there goes my HDR. Yay! It finally clicked back in. Everything was a-okay. But I did want to point out a pretty funny scene, and I'll go ahead and pull up the idle portion of where the Reddit was in a second, so most people wanted to see that. If I can pull it up real quick. It was pretty hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. Like I was walking around with no shotgun. Here, I think this is right around that situation. Let's see if I can bring this up. I'll bring it up with a branch of 1080p. I can go up to 4K, but that's just like overkill. Let's see. Here I am, and there I am again. Let's see. For just pointing activities, I'll just go ahead and deactivate for a split second. I should disappear in a second. Anyways, so as I was getting into gameplay, I was kind of getting up to like where I was like having some fun, and I think it was right around here. I kind of started walking around, and I don't have any kind of like. I think I had my pistol at that point in time, and I was just really going Pistol Pete mode. And as I can see right there, Pistol Pete mode is very active. I think it's right around here. I find a shotgun. Yeah, I think this is right around here. This is where it perfectly happens. Like where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna like shoot everyone up real fast, hope for the best. And like this is like where I think I panicked because I saw like zombies coming. I was trying to utilize them against them and like pull them closer. And I think I grabbed the shotgun. Where is it? This guy. I beat him up, right? And somehow I get a shotgun in the exchange. If not him, like right around him, I get like a shotgun. And then that's the funnier portion, that I just like instantaneously, I'm like left with like this shadowing point of not having a gun. And if not, I'm going to speed it up real fast because I know it's right around this bend by 159. I know the funny portion is I'm shooting an empty shotgun. Let's see. Guess it's not, so we're going to speed up just a little bit so I can showcase what's going down. It was like pretty funny. That's when I went Rambo. Right before here. This might have been right around the time when I just completely went Rambo, and it was right before, because I know it was within that gapping point, like, because that's where I got the actual like thumbnail. I was like really quickly getting this because I wanted to see what the news was. You have to forgive me if I had to rewind really fast. Let's see here. Because I ambushed them right there. Pretty much right when I ambushed them. Like right there. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I knew I could find it. I don't have any gun, as you can see right there. I'm glad I was able to showcase this, which is pretty funny. So you can see me like shoot, nothing really happens. It looks beautiful though, and I had to pull out my 9 for anything to like register, and like I had to ditch the weapon in order to pick up another one that wasn't there. So I forgot where I got across that, but like I thought that was a pretty funny thing. So that's mainly where probably where they're going to come into gameplay of where you can get into the portions of fixes. If you have any things that you've experienced kind of like where I experienced and you want to put down a comment down below, then definitely let me know. I would love to hear the commentary portion of like what is out there, because like hearing the masses talk about what is in an update versus what is like pen and paper from like Ben Studio or anyone else that's just kind of sitting there. So it's like I definitely do value those kind of things and seeing stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and end that one pretty short. So it's like basic patch notes. If you were affected by audio, it fixed it. If you were affected, hopefully this would by the guns that disappeared. If not in this one, it'll be in the next one. But I thought this was a pretty funny update. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign out, and I'll see you guys and gals in the near future. I'm gonna let this SEO and get back to some fun gameplay in a little bit.